Hello everybody, I'm ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming, and welcome back to Trackday Manager, which we haven't seen for some time on this channel. I have been a bit busy with other things. So yes, welcome back to Trackday Manager. The latest update of Trackday Manager has included something, a feature that they've been promising for quite some time, and they have finally got around to putting it in and then bug fixing it and taking out all the weird oddities that it created, and that is wet weather. They have added the possibility that your race will become wet or start wet, and the option to change your tyres to wet tyres. And that hopefully is what we're going to be having a look at in this episode. Before we do that, let's have a look at the status of the car. I have been playing a little bit off screen, not a huge amount though, because I don't like you guys to miss too much of what's going on. We've changed, the sponsors have changed a little bit. We've got this PAC Racing Springs, we've got Trackday Manager, 10-ton hammer, Real Deal Steel, Wicked Built. Did we have any more? Halgard we've still got. So yeah, and Zamp we've still got. They're on the roof. There they are. Let's see, we need to finish 13th or better, we need to win medals, finish 11th or better, win medals, win a fastest zone medal. So it's medals and positions, you know, usual kind of stuff. As far as upgrades are concerned, I have done a few. The most notable would be the body update. I've upgraded to the North Cyclone chassis, which has increased our top speed and acceleration, and I believe our fuel range as well, by making the car more aerodynamic. Cooling, we're still on stock. Rear wing, we're using the North Free. I don't really know how you're supposed to pronounce that. ECU, we are using the APR boost now, which I think, yeah, gave us increased top speed and acceleration at the expense of cooling and efficiency. Brakes, we're using the North Premium brakes. Exhaust is stock. Transmission is stock. Suspension, we upgraded to the Avalanche Premium suspension. KERS is stock. And compression is stock. So those, I think KERS and compression are probably where we need to go for next. Possibly not ECU. What was it? Was it exhaust? Yeah, possibly the exhaust, because that gives us a decent bonus, and that's only $9,000 to increase that. But you can see that gives us top speed and acceleration, but then reduces our fuel range. Or you can flip it on its head with the other one. But we'll come to that as and when we need to. As far as our current status is concerned, ignore the leaderboard ranking. I haven't really been focusing too much on playing to improve the ranking. I've not been playing nearly enough for the ranking to be important. We have upgraded our driver just a little bit with his reaction time and his control. We've upgraded our pit crew a little bit with the jack. We've got 2 blobs on the fuel and 1 blob on the tyre, so hopefully our pit times will be slightly better. Our fastest pit time so far is 10.82 seconds. But that's subjective because it changes based on what you need in the pit stop. However, with the introduction of wet tyres, we probably will find that we're doing a few more pit stops to change our tyres. So, well, we'll see how that goes. So, oh, and the other thing, I'm not sure if I had this set up before, but we've bought this this livery, and I've changed the wheels to purple and the wings to purple and this bit to purple to tie in with the colours that we were using way back before this game went into the beta stage. So let's hit start stop and let's see if we can get us a wet race. Okay, so I've tried a few times and it looks like we're probably not going to be getting a wet race, but maybe it will turn to a wet race later on. I'm going to run this race and maybe the next race will have some wet weather. I'm not too sure, but we've got 27 degrees and we're racing on the Arctic Hazard Raceway. I'm going to keep 100% fuel. I'm going to go back to some of my older tactics and hopefully have a chance of getting a decent result in this race, because my recent races on video have not led to the best results. So let's see how we can get on, and hopefully we'll have a decent race, and hopefully we will have a little bit of wet weather come later on in the race. I believe once you get into the race, after you've been racing a little while, you get a forecast of how the weather will become later in the race. So let's see what happens, shall we? Okay, so we are on the Arctic Hazard Raceway, and we are going to put our ECU on, as we usually do. We're starting from the back of the grid, which is not the best place to start, obviously, but it's better than ending up there. Here we go. Overload. Push, push, push. Let's go. Let's not overload and overheat. Here we go. Past 1, past 2. I have noticed that in the recent update, the temperature, it's very easy to overheat now when you're using the overload or the overtaking options. You seem to crash. Okay, you seem to overheat a lot quicker than you used to. Whoa, you're not supposed to be doing that. You can try and go on the inside of here though. Lovely. What a nice manoeuvre. Whoa, that was a bit of a massive boost that Expert Racing got there. Up the hill, let's block anyone, can we? Oh, that was a bit nasty, but didn't work either. Past Raptor VT, so looked like we were going to do really well then, and then everyone just went past us again. So, never mind. Coming round for the grid, let's go for overtaking on the right. See if we can push past anybody. No, goodness me, they've upgraded the bots as well, so the AI drivers are a little bit more competitive now. Fastest top speed set by me, 257 kilometers an hour. That was nice. Yeah, so the bots are a little bit more challenging now, so you do have to be very careful. Fastest top speed set by me, 262. I like that. Maybe I can get a fastest top speed badge for this race. Although I do doubt that I will be able to keep that badge for the rest of this race. We will have to see. We are going to go overtake on the left. And push. Whoa, past everybody. Keep the grip. Go on. That's it. Lovely. 60% fuel. Tyres are not too bad actually. Weather's turning cloudy according to the forecast in the bottom right hand corner there. No forecast of rain yet, but getting cooler and getting cloudy. I reckon we've got at least 1, maybe 2 laps left on these tyres. I've not been overloading very much, so the tyres have lasted okay. Valvoline there, some nice black textures in the pit lane there. Valvoline overheating, so we're past them. We're up to 4th. Let's have a look. Let's push a bit. Let's have a look what tyres people are using. Soft. Okay, so the people in front of us are using soft tyres. Personal best lap, that's good. And let's hope that we can catch up with some people. Let's not let Motol past us, hopefully. Tyres, let's see. Are we going to get one more lap out of them? We'll probably get one more lap out of them. We're using about 20% fuel per lap. So one more lap on the. If we can get one more lap out of the tyres, then that'll be quite good. This is coming into lap 4. I think if we do, yeah, we'll go for one more lap. We'll try for hard tyres in the pits and see if we can last till the end of the race on that fuel. I don't know if we will though. That'll be the start of lap 5. We'll have to drive a bit economical to manage that, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, TrackdayManager.com has beat my fastest speed. We'll go for 100% refuel. And these tyres are lasting quite well actually. It's dropped to 26 and it is cloudy now. No forecast of any further changes in weather at this point. Yeah, we are definitely going to need to change. So we're going to go for hard tyres and 100% fuel. We're going to hit P for the pit lane. Let's not overheat. Up the hill. Overload a bit. We're not really catching up with anybody. Which obviously is what the soft tyres would usually help us to do. But if everyone's on soft tyres, then that doesn't really give you any advantage. Hopefully with hard tyres we will avoid a second pit stop into the nice black textured pit lane here. If we can avoid another pit stop, then we might have the advantage and be able to push for a decent result here. Come on guys, let's get some tyres on, let's get some fuel in, and let's get going. Tyres off, hard tyres on, gate bill's in the lead. Come on, fuel, 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 go, 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 go. 14.2 seconds, not fantastic, but also not terrible if we can avoid a second pit stop. And oh dear, we've just had a forecast of thunderstorms coming in. Now that does mean that everyone will pit, so that will get over any fuel issues. If there was a possibility that we were going to run out of fuel, that now is not going to be a problem if we have to pit again. Does mean that that pit stop was slightly longer than it needed to be, but then hopefully other drivers have made a similar mistake. Not a mistake, it's not a mistake. Hopefully some other drivers have made a similar decision, and we'll be in a situation where everyone's kind of equal. Hard tyres in the rain is definitely not going to be a good idea. I'm thinking, yeah, everyone is pitting now, so let's go for wet weather and we'll top back up to 100% and we'll hit the P button now quickly. Have we missed it? We have missed it, okay. Let's hope it doesn't rain before we get round to the next lap. Or let's hope it doesn't rain at all when they've all just changed to wet weather tyres. Because that would be pretty handy. Yeah, I realise that I'm leading the race. That's not really representative of my position or skill at this point. Does mean I've had an extra lap on faster tyres. It's not raining yet. They are going to have tyre wear issues, hopefully, if they're driving on wet tyres when it's not wet. Are they on wet tyres? They are. So, have we actually judged this very well? It is quite possible that we have. Let's make sure we reset the pit button thing, because I've had issues where it doesn't go into the pits before. We're on hard, we're going into the pits for wets, and we're going to go to top up to 100% fuel. Let's hope that that was the right decision. Yeah, I'm still in the lead, but that's really not representative, because they're coming up behind me very quickly. And they're going to go past me, which is kind of expected. Come on, let's get those wets on and let's get going. Go, 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 go. 11.08 seconds just to change a set of tyres. That's not actually very good. And there's the rain. My goodness, we really did time that perfectly. And we are coming out in 6th, or is that 7th? That's going to be 7th. No, that is 6th. Okay, so let's see how we do in the wet. I have never driven in the wet on this game. So we are going to find out just what this is like. It is very wet. Very, very wet. Let's be very careful not to use our KERS on any important corners. Oh, he's overheating. That's good for me. That puts me in 5th. KERS up the hill, onto overload. I'm interested to see how we do in the wet, because this is really something new for me. We've probably got too much fuel now, because we've filled back up to 100%, which, you know, means the car's going to be a bit heavier than perhaps it should be. But at least we're not going to run out of fuel. But then I don't think anyone else is either, so yeah. Ooh, slippy slidey, slippy slidey. Using the KERS obviously has more of an effect on speed. Ooh, and the forecast says it's going to be... this rain is going to be stopping. Now the question is, how do they handle what's referred to as the dry line in this game. If it stops raining, how long do we have until those wet tyres start to overheat and become ineffective? Or simply just slowing us down too much? Because obviously that's what happens. If the track gets too dry, your tyres, they're giving you too much grip, and it ends up just slowing you down. So it has now stopped raining. Is it worth changing the tyres? The road is still wet at the moment. Is it worth the pit stop to change the tyres? Are the tyres going to wear away that quickly? We're going to have, I'm thinking we're going to have one full lap on with wet tyres on dry track if we don't pit now. I'm thinking, whoa, go on, take him. Lovely. Bit dirty, but meh, who cares? It's a position for me. We're still kicking up water at the moment, so we're not in trouble yet. The water we're kicking up does seem to be getting thinner, lighter. I don't know. Couldn't overtake then. I was trying to get past him. Are these going to pit is the question. Are they going to pit on this lap? Do we have an opportunity? No, they are not going to pit. So they believe pitting is not the thing to do at this point. What was that? What was that? Go on, get past him. There we go. Into third. Let's hope we can hold that. Oh, Trackday Manager sliding there to try and keep up with us. Is he? What's he doing? I mean, what tyres has he got on? He's got wet tyres on. Are we sliding as well? Is that what? Is that the effect that wet tyres have on dry track? I don't think so. It says it's going to rain again, but I think we will be finishing the race by then. It certainly does add something to the race. Having the possibility that it's going to turn wet halfway through your race really does add something. Your pit strategy really is quite important now. Oh, Arctic has it overheats, puts us into second. If we can make it to the end of this lap, which I don't see any reason why we won't, we have plenty of fuel and our tyres aren't about to explode in our faces. Team Gatebill, maybe you'll run out of fuel and we'll come first. If not, second place is good enough for me. Team Gatebill wins, and we take second position in a race with wet weather. In my first race with wet weather here on the Arctic Hazard Raceway. That is fantastic. I love it. I love the wet weather mechanic. So yeah, there you go. Second place. So what medals might we have got? We certainly haven't got the pit time. Team Gatebill only stopped once. We stopped twice and we still came second. That's interesting. We don't have top speed. We don't have any of the zone badges. I wonder what we might have got. We certainly. I don't think we've got go green because we pitted twice. I got a feeling we're not going to get anything. Best crew? No, of course not. Power slider? No, didn't even get that. Trackday Manager was sliding around quite a lot. Didn't get crowd pleaser, didn't get the gentleman award. We weren't gentlemen in that race either, and we didn't get go green. So it looks like we have got no medals, which is a shame. We do, however, get 75 XP for our position, and we've picked up a profit of $1,210 for our position as well, minus our salaries and the pit expenses, which were quite high because of our 2 pit stops. So let's go back to the garage. Let's see if that's affected any of our sponsors or anything. I don't think we had any sponsors due to expire, but we might have some that are coming in new. No? Okay. Howguard's going to expire after the next race. Zamp's got 3 races, so yeah. We've made them happy though. We've got obviously 2 of the 4 13th or better there. We've got 1 of the 2 11th or better there. So they're quite happy with our progress so far. So they'll probably be renewing next time. 100 XP, I'm wondering if maybe we should have a look, in fact it's suggesting it, at changing our tyre or upgrading our crew for tyres now that we are more likely to be changing our tyres more often during a race. So I am going to do that. Hopefully we can trim some of the time off of those pit stops, because we had an 11-second pit stop just to change the tyres, which really wasn't very good. So let's hope that we can improve on that. So there we go. That is wet weather, and I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot more of it as we go through playing this game a bit more. I'm going to leave it at 1 race for this episode, because it has a specific topic regarding the wet weather, but we will be back soon. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been ellbristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming. Thank you for watching Trackday Manager. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. See you later.